Tonight on Poker After Dark, the poker brat talks the talk.
So mean, Chamath. Didn't you just learn your lesson about poking the bear?
Here we go.
J-Cal and Gurley walk the walk.
Win the min.
I'm a sick human being, are you?
And David Sachs turns it around.
All in.
Well, there's an old saying, the only thing you need to play this game is a chip and a chair. Poker actually isn't about winning and losing. Poker is about making the right decision. When luck shuts the door, you got to come in through the window.
Doyle just double-checked his hole cards. Doesn't look like he has a flush.
What's taking so long? Let's go.
Wow, Doyle's doing a lot of talking over there. This could be a bluff.
We don't stop playing because we get old. We get old because we stop playing. That's poker, folks.
Welcome to Las Vegas and welcome to another edition of Poker After Dark from Aria Resort and Casino. We bring you another session of this Silicon Valley home game that has been relocated for now to the Poker After Dark suite. I'm Ali Najad, and if you saw our earlier shows, you know they were playing 100, 200, but not anymore. The stakes doubling on our last show. 200, 400 is now the price of poker.
Chamath, do you have enough to...
We gotta chop a leg out maybe.
Chamath doesn't have me covered.
Can I get another 100K? Wow. Just for the 20K bounty. 20K bounty is meaningful.
20K bounty is huge, by the way.
It's just such a nice little sweetener. Woo.
So up goes the bounty on Phil Hellmuth. Feltham and take $20,000 from Alan Keating.
Now, Keating,
will regard it as money well spent.
the last time we played...
You know I'm not calling that. I mean...
Keating, the last time we played, you did bust me on the last hand.
You're just doing that to be silly. You're just trying to be silly. I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's silly behavior. I'm not going to do it. It's silly behavior, because I know. Because I know there's like a 50-50 chance that could be aces or bluff.
He
bluffed me out of $400.
I could have lived 1,000 lives before that.
You know what's going to happen. There's going to be 2 runs. There's going to be a 7 in the window on each time. It's just the power of Keating.
He's so disrespectful in a way.
It is. It's so disrespectful. I mean, it's all disrespect. Just
11.
Raise 1,100. It's just recklessness. It's recklessness. It's like driving in 2 lanes at one time.
Raise 5,000. Try and catch him. We'll have a hand.
Exactly.
Hellmuth dared to enter a pot. Keating makes it 5K and now Sachs.
How much is it?
5.
5?
With King Queen wants to participate.
God.
Okay.
Puss in boots.
I mean, make it 2,200 if you want the call.
2 overs and a gut shot straight draw for Sachs. He's got position and does not want to bet.
6,500.
Your 7 deuce is looking pretty good right now.
Oh, wow. You do have a 9, huh? Can we
Not
show it
quite
again?
7
Show him the
deuce.
bluff again. He's got the 6.
Telling you.
The 6 and what?
I'm gonna stack you before the end.
I had a 7.
2 6s.
You did, the last time we filmed, okay?
Yes.
Best
I'd
hand.
lost 1 time in 23 sessions filming. And it was you, I lost 74,000 on the last hand. Because I just couldn't fold ace-5 suited against you. And I turned a flush draw and I just said, it, let's go.
I don't know.
Hoovering up
Bring
the
money like a
votes.
vacuum cleaner.
Hoovering up the money. Yeah. From donors.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, he's hoovering up the money. Now I could get a lot more money than that.
Raise 1,200.
I won't take it from
It's just...
bad sources. How you
I
say it,
predict
I know,
Alan
I'm-
Keating calls no matter what he has.
Yeah, but this is okay.
I
I'm not talking about.
don't even like want to have that human being just talk
Finally
about
tapped
it
into
anymore.
my
Not you,
psychic
Phil.
side.
The other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy. I'm talking about the other guy. The other guy who fills all
Alan.
the space in the room,
Binks
physically
top pair
and
against bottom pair.
otherwise.
Check calls 2,000.
Check. Check.
No betting on the turn.
Bet 5,000.
Can I get an extra 100K? Yeah, thanks.
Might this be the moment that David Sachs draws a line in the sand and decides, show me? It would be ill-advised.
It's kind of in your strike zone, isn't it? So that's kind of in your strike zone, isn't it?
Don't do it. Attaboy.
Do you have anything?
Yes.
Sachs, you made a good laydown against him finally.
That was a mental health muck there.
I hope you feel the heat coming from the side of the table.
I do. I definitely feel some heat from you.
It's coming.
I mean, what a flop for the ace queen, right? I make it 8,800 and comes queen 9-3.
Yes. Rather ideal for you.
12.
Raise 12. Show that. Thank you. Call.
Keating is Phil hunting. Any weapon will do. On this occasion, Jack 3.
Check it.
And here
With
comes
intent to
another
call.
dark check.
Check. Bet 2,000. Call.
10-6-5.
Check.
Keating lays the groundwork.
Check. Check.
Won't bet the ace. Now hits a jack on
Check.
the river.
Check.
Clubs get there as well.
Call.
Bet 4,000. Call.
Jack.
Snap
Kings.
call from Phil.
Good God.
100 more behind.
Chamath added 100K.
Felt invincible. You felt invincible on that one.
100K.
Well, the sixth book might be called How to Steam Up Alan Keating.
Chamath, here we go.
We got
Chapter 1 in progress. Poker After Dark is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts and Auto Care Centers. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa Know-How. And by Cuervo Tradicional, made with 100% agave since 1795. Before the break, Phil Hellmuth played his pocket kings a little sneakily. And for more on that hand, let's go down to Jonathan Little.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jonathan Little of PokerCoaching.com, and let's analyze this interesting situation. It is always a bummer when the turn brings an overcard to your strong pocket pair, but that does not mean you always lose. Phil correctly realized this and checked on the ace turn with his pocket kings, most likely planning to call any turn and river bet from Alan Keating, who has shown that he is willing to bluff and also value bet thinly. When your premium hands, like overpairs, get downgraded to marginal made hands, an underpair in this scenario, it's often a mistake to automatically fold to any amount of aggression. Just because you could be beat does not mean that you're always beat. How would you like to play with me on Poker After Dark? Well, now is your chance. I'm giving away one $5,000 buy-in seat to play with me next season. Head over to pokercoaching.com/pokerafterdark to enter the giveaway.
Thanks, Jonathan, for that insight into Hellmuth's trappy style.
Just think if my ace jack would have held up.
Can't win what you don't play.
No, I was all in on that hand.
$2,000.
2,000. Call.
2K again from Keating. Sachs on the button. Wants to dance.
Check.
Complete swing and a miss with 5-6. Might he try to bluff? No.
Check.
Turns a gut shot straight draw. Has a heart. And gets there on the end.
3,000.
No heart. One heart.
Picks off the 3K. And has the script been flipped in the Sachs Keating saga?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Don't poke the bear, Keating.
If you were going to poke the bear, that stick would probably be. Call.
Gurley, can I give you the one? I'm going to give you the 1 minute spiel, Gurley. I apologize.
2,000 more, please.
2,400.
Just for those at home that don't know, Bill Gurley is an amazing venture capitalist. One of the best in the world, according to the New York Times. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. Hardworking, good guy.
Great guy.
In other words,
His wife's put up with him for like
25
years.
Phil is not friends with him because he's a good human being, but because of those professional qualifications.
You're so mean, Chamath. Didn't you just learn your lesson about poking the bear?
I did not. This is
He's just kicked the bear again.
This is about character. This is about character. This is about having friends that you believe in, not just trading on fame and being a fame whore.
Ooh, he's
So
poking
brutal.
the bear. Ooh.
Pokey, pokey.
Is that the chicken wing of truth? What is that? He's telling the truth and I'm uncomfortable.
Chicken wings, anyone?
He's not just bludgeoning the best players in the world, he's bludgeoning them by 50 yards. Nick Faldo's like, well, that one's in the trees. Well, wait a minute. I've never seen a guy hit a ball over there before. All right, Jason. This is a mandatory raise for me, but all right. I'll just call you.
Mandatory raise. I call.
Oh, what just happened?
You seemed like I saw something. It seemed
Oh, okay.
to me
All
like,
right. All right. Okay. All right. I don't know. You're the world's greatest.
Rare limp pot that involves Alan Keating.
A raise?
Function of his 7-3
Please don't
offsuit
raise
in the
me
small
because I'm
blind.
looking for a full house before I put any more money in.
10 high flop.
That was what that looked like.
Trouble.
2,000?
J Cal out kicked by Phil.
I can't play this good. I just can't. It's impossible.
No way.
It's impossible. I can't do it. Ah,
Like the equivalent of a Major League Baseball player
Just give her
going up to
three-
bat,
five
getting
others.
struck out 100 times, and then hitting a
Three
single
back.
and being like, I'm the greatest in the world.
Well,
Missing
Keating
the poker rendition of this exact.
had a lot less trepidation about tearing one off with 7-3
check.
than Phil did about
I'm on.
calling with ace-10.
All right, you get it.
J
you
Cal
beat ace-10?
rips his nub in there.
You'll find out when the tape comes out, I guess.
You laid down? I folded ace-10. Yeah.
No, that's not true. There's no way.
Ace-10, yeah.
What? I mean, nobody would fold ace-10 in that position.
folded ace-10.
Impossible. No, it's not possible.
No, it's possible,
ace-10.
Jason.
You did not fold ace-10 to king-10. You did not.
Nobody else would fold it.
You had king-10. Beautiful.
So as Phil ruminates on how he could possibly play so tight, we'll take a break and let him think. Be back after this.
I can't play this good. I just can't. It's impossible. folded ace 10.
Impossible. No, it's not possible.
I folded ace 10.
You did not fold ace 10 to king 10.
What is it, 8-15? Look at all those hands I played. It's a six-handed game. I can't have the protection of folding every hand.
Unbelievable.
1200.
You're just in shock. I don't think you've ever seen me win, Keating.
Call.
You told me you had 20 TV shows in a row you won.
Call.
I'm all in.
All in.
Let's end this one quick.
Okay.
You might catch a J-cow.
Stop it, Jason.
Flop it. Let me see a flop.
Let's see a flop. This was too greedy. Turn one off.
Keep going. Show the whole board.
Would have been top set and then aces full.
Show the aces.
Oh.
And the clubs got there too.
It was too greedy. What are you doing?
That was weird.
I thought you played it great.
I do that, but they keep calling.
Win the min! Win the min! Win the min!
I'm ready to call 20,000 with any two against
Exactly.
right now.
Exactly.
Why would you not do that?
No, I should have made it 10K because I get both you and Chamath.
Easy.
I never folded.
12Ks.
And then you would have gotten all the money because I had 3-6 of spades and I turned trips.
Oof.
Yeah, I would have. Well, I mean, if I knew it was going to come ace
Top
6,
pair,
6,
top kicker, fold.
I would have found a way to play it
Third
differently.
nuts over.
I should have just made it 10K.
Oh.
Chamath is going to call 10K, and Keating's going to have the 10K in before Chamath's chips are all the way in. And who knows? With that flop, I can bet. Yeah, I'm not going to get everything from you, see. You're not going to go for everything with 3 6s. You're going to get away. But you are going to lose 40 or 50.
Oh my God. Poker's a position game, though.
9 deuce suited will get action from the straddle.
15 and a pair.
I mean, I shouldn't have looked for the flop. Shouldn't have asked. I could have smooth called and taken a flop. That was the other play.
Ooh. Oof, you'd be up 300 grand right now. You got both of them all in, I bet.
No,
Air in both chairs.
Probably had nothing, but
2 quick knuckles.
Chamath may have had 3 6 of spades.
Check, check.
Still nothing brewing anywhere.
Check.
Ace.
Good.
9 high just
I'm going to check
gives
the
up.
turn. He's going to bet. Chamath's going to bet 7, 8,000. I'm going to call. On the river, I'm going to check. The club hit, though. He's going to bet 20, and I'm going to raise, and he's going to find the fold. Oh.
Call.
Call.
$12,000.
Raise to 12,000. Call.
Sure, why not?
All in.
What does he have, 13?
13,000.
Well, Sachs started this fire. Hellmuth
This is the hand, Phil.
3-bet it. after Cal flatted sacks.
I hope I make aces full again or something like that. Or
Keating wanted
or
to
straight or flush or something.
Stack Phil, got himself involved here. Calacanis all in, active side pot.
Good.
Check. Check.
No pair for Allen, no pair for Hellmuth. Good flop for J. Cal.
Good.
Check. Check.
Hellmuth stroking his chips and getting rivered after checking back the turn.
Check.
Check.
Ace king.
Wow. J. Cal.
J-Cal.
Wow.
Balls.
Balls.
You got balls, all right.
Balls. My balls.
Wow.
What you got? J. Cal is lucky against Ace King.
You got balls, J. Cal.
For a triple. Before the break, J. Cal tripled up when his Ace Queen flopped top pair, and for good measure, he got right in Phil's face about it.
Even
so I am curious,
through
Jason. I won't call you. I know if I call you an idiot, you'll snap and like try to punch me or something.
Why would
so
I punch you?
That,
You just don't. You just got me even.
What were you hoping? You were hoping I had jacks.
I felt like
I would never make it 13,000 with jacks.
You got frisky.
Ever.
You've gotten frisky. You've gotten
Ever.
frisky. You shoved it in.
At Ace King, I showed it.
Showed the Ace King.
What do you think I had? I made it 13,000 over the top of sacks and a call. Of course I had it.
Just Phil Hellmuth. Of course he had it, and of course it got shipped right here.
You won, Jason.
Oh,
Sam.
Wow. Poker is such a wonderfully variable game. Even is such a great feeling.
Speaking of two jacks, David Sachs.
You got another half an hour to go, buddy.
Maybe I'll take a walk for 20 minutes, get some fresh air.
Gonna slow play him out of the small blind on the heels of Chamath getting no action with kings.
Ace Jack or Ace Queen, overplay it and lose about 20.
Or maybe I just wait for, if I get the nuts, I snap you off for 40 or Keating for 40, and then I just go buy a Toyota Prius. I buy a Model 3. What do I do? Maybe I can just,
Overpair.
For some reason,
and
I just felt like you were reading.
Check raises.
I have no read on you. I thought you had like 10
open-ender
jacks and
and
you were
the eights.
over-betting just to take it down.
You did that to me 4 times last week. It was crazy. You're dead every hand, though. It's like crazy. I don't understand.
Jack serving his blockers.
Wow. You're not.
Wow, and the queen.
I don't think you
folded
want
a
to learn.
6.
I think you say to yourself, well, Phil has me. I don't mind losing money to him because he's the greatest. But if I put a beat on him, I put a beat on him, I get to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Sachs fearlessly
I think
ripping
that's your
it in there.
entire existence in poker. I mean, I'm not saying you're not wildly skillful, but I do think everybody wanting to tilt you is just a wonderful advantage. Yes. Absolutely, it's an advantage. Oh, look at that nice hand,
by recent run good. Sachs.
Oh, that was
put together
to cobble upward.
8 more of those, and you're even. You get there. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You're much smarter than me. What did you have in that hand?
Frustrating frame for Chamath at one point.
Great hand.
I let him get there.
He was up 80K plus by our count.
Should have fired.
Now down almost 30.
It was suited. I don't think it was a terrible play, short stack.
Horrible play.
With the Ace Queen? Horrible.
13,000. The blinds are 2-4. So you have to think in terms of he put in 30. He put in 32 big blinds against Phil Hellmuth with Ace Queen.
Against Phil Hellmuth.
With Ace Queen.
With Ace Queen suited. Who would ever play a marginal hand like that?
All the kids. They like that stuff too. But they just keep handing me their money too. Yum yum, Jason.
Can't call this one though. I mean, I was back for straight.
Back to work goes Chamath.
Your hand might have.
Do a spade roll.
Continues to receive playable holdings.
Not sure.
And his favorite customer in position behind him.
Check. That one hurt.
I need like an offsuit diamond.
Stop crying.
No betting on the flop. Two-way straight draw for Chamath on the turn. Keating
I made a
has a
12K
gutty
with the
and a
wrong
flush
hand.
draw.
That's why I'm tilted.
It was so
I do
obvious
it with
to
the
me.
aces, I'm going to pick
So
up
obvious
these
to me it
guys.
wasn't aces. I knew it wasn't aces or kings. I knew it was
Pairs
weak.
on the end. And
I mean, what, you thought I just came over the top of Sachs, who hasn't raised in a year?
Barrels one more
Well,
time
I mean, you
with
got
the
a
king
huge
high,
stack. Why
and
not take a
gets
shot
the best
with him?
hand into the muck.
I could totally see you doing it. Of course. You did it with king, what, 10 with him before? King 9? King Jack versus King 9? I mean, you do it sometimes.
That was heads up against Keating.
I know, but I
And
could see
I
you
warned,
being off.
and I baited him. I told him I'm going to re-raise
I'm just telling you my theory.
which he perceived as weakness.
Telling you my theory.
And then I felt like, all right, I don't think he has King Jack beat. So I shoved.
Or you could get ace queen suited, yum yum, like J. Cal. It's okay, Phil. It's okay if I outplay you 2 or 3 hands or get lucky on 1 or 2. It's okay, Phil. It's okay.
No, I let you win with the ace 10, thinking you'd give it to me later, and you did. But the deck saved you.
I got you. If you let go of the king 10, you go with the ace 10, you
I
let go
folded
of
the
the
queens
queens.
to you.
Yeah.
I folded the ace 10 on the 6, 7, 10
That's
board.
why you're the world's greatest. We all know.
Because I just thought I'm going to get him later, and I did, but then you hit a queen. People don't understand why I make those laydowns. It's because I feel like I'm going to get the same person later.
Smart move. You play the long game. Play the long
The
game.
long con.
Not a con. I think you play the long game. You have no problem laying down huge hands. I've seen you lay down monsters. Monsters.
Will the Sachs rush continue? Ace 6 suited this time, the raising. Holding, 2,400. Stiff competition in Chamath and Keating, both of whom have a piece of this flop. 9s for Chamath, gut shot straight draw for Keating, nut flush draw for Sachs. Sheds Allen.
Would you have when I had aces? You studied a long time. Ace Jack or something?
No, I was hollowing a bit. I had like a very marginal hand, but I wasn't sure what was going on.
David
so
hits a
just
6 on the turn.
trying to like slow down
Checks
for a
back
second
and gets
check
there on the
myself
river.
and see if I could get a
In
read
these
on you,
cash
get some
games,
data.
when I'm betting 150,000,
I just wanted to get some data. I wanted to look at your face.
I've had aces
I just wanted to stare
100%.
at
Not
gift
kings,
wraps
aces.
10,000.
I wanted to stare at the bear and just stare at the bear and see, because it was a confounding play, like to throw it all in. And I was like, well, let me just stare at the bear and see if I can at least get some information out of this moment. Whoa.
Here comes David Sachs.
David Sachs.
Will he run out of time before he gets even? That's the question.
I mean, he's had 3 or 4 big pots.
No hesitation on that muck.
He's in for 150, and he's got.
Oh, I'm steaming now.
20, 40, 50.
Well, it was a long time coming, but David Sachs is riding the ship, and it remains to be seen just how far his comeback bid will go. Welcome back to Poker After Dark, where David Sachs has taken advantage of the doubled stakes, winning back about half of his losses on the session.
I can't lock down on this game. You never know when you win a 200K pot, you know?
Call.
You just never know, Keating.
Call.
Bill Gurley says, I call.
4,000.
Nines limping in there, same with King Queen, Keating with the real deal. It's gonna pick up Sachs. Looking for a crab boil. Three-way affair.
Thank you, ma'am.
Gurley's not going to want to hit a king here. But a queen will do. $9,000. Down go the threes. Gurley has the king of spades as well.
All in.
And rips it in there. $28.7 to call for a shot at 59-1. No thanks.
Ace queen.
Early.
Ace,
Wow.
ace queen. King queen. Can't wait to see that.
Ace queen?
Could have been kings.
I thought maybe a set of sixes, but who knows?
Well, Gurley's pretty tight-lipped about his
Gurley's like,
holdings.
I'm not telling you guys. We'll play another
6 seconds.
17 minutes.
Or less.
You can feel a little frustration in Alan Keating's seat. He was deep in the black with charmed holdings. Really controlled the game. Now, after all that work, here he is in the final throws, up just 9 grand. That frustration certainly shared by Chamath, who's down over 50 after being up over 80.
You need 4 from me, right?
Yes.
3 players to the king, 7-6, all diamond flop for 2K ahead. Keating with the best flush draw. Chamath with top pair, Sachs with second pair. In comes the pressure from Allen, who might look a little steamy to the field. Chamath choosing to fold top pair without a diamond.
It's feeling seismic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Check.
Sachs's 7s are still in the lead. Keating, having picked up an open-ender, barrels again.
Should get you some of those for your house.
14.
Yes.
Little Jeff Koons-esque.
This probably costs a lot of money.
Wow.
Sachs hanging tough as another 28,000 slips into the middle. Somewhat unexpected development for Allen, as he was generally able to move Sachs off of these holdings with bets like this. Now on the river, the board pairs, and what's Keating gonna do with just queen high?
30,000.
You guessed it. Boy, what a statement Sachs could make here with a call. He's worked hard to climb out of the hole. This would be the icing on top, but on a board like this, 9-7, so vulnerable. You do have a diamond blocker. You block the 8-9. Block the 7-6 combo, although Keating's range includes all kinds of gappers. 6 is a possibility. And he could take a king and fire 3 streets.
Sorry, guys.
Take your time.
Take your time for 30,000.
Yeah, that's a big pot.
Yeah. Come on to the confessional, Gurley. Just gonna
You
say
should
one
get
thing.
some of those for your.
Keating bullies Sachs off the winner.
Nice hand.
Literally air. Wow.
Confirmed, J-Cal.
Air.
Wow.
Just when you thought he finally had Keating's number, David Sachs falls victim to a monster bluff from Allen. Let's find out how the table is responding to it.
What a bluff.
Declared it for himself. Earlier. You don't remember?
Yeah.
Screaming it.
My huge Greek balls.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
70K
him.
swing for David Sachs there.
Yeah.
Instead
Put it in
of
with
winning
a
at
swing and
$50,000, he
That
loses
wasn't
20
ballsy.
in that pot.
Oh, it was ballsy. I'll give you that. Ballsy, but
I mean, it was a marginal call from a desperate man.
Keating, oh my God, he's just run David Sachs. It's crazy. No one else can bluff Sachs. We stopped bluffing him 5 years ago.
I mean, it's just...
That's the problem, Sachs. You're not used to anybody bluffing you.
He's just... Sachs is beside himself. I mean, it's just incredible.
I call. Here we go, boys. Those two and me.
All right, here we go.
I will check.
There's a three-way nobody wants to see.
Don't forget the Food Bank 200 there, Hellmuth. Three-way 2K a man. Keating. Flops to Gutty. Fires 5K. Sachs will be the only customer.
I finally called. You raised my blind 37 cents. $2, 200.
Same game back on.
Oh, boy.
I finally, Keating raised
my
my
Lord,
blind
it's
37
8:56.
times.
It's 8:56. Do you know where your children are? It's 8:56. Do you know where your chips are? Do you know where your chips are? In Keating stack? In Palihapitiya stack?
Keating continuing to barrel away. Bottom two pair for Sachs.
All in.
All in.
Wow. Wow.
Allen doesn't make a meal of it. Snap folds to the all-in.
Sachs stands up for himself with the king.
Who knows what Sachs had? He could have had the ace of hearts and a flush draw. I had a big ace.
Wow.
Hey, seven's not so big.
I think I needed an ace on the flop.
I don't know who produces this, but you may want to think about having a Sachs versus Keating's heads-up match, because I have never seen two people with Asperger's have this much engagement. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Does that exist? Poker on the Spectrum? I mean, it's a new series from Poker Go. Poker on the Spectrum.
Presented to you by Poker Go. Poker on the Spectrum, starring
David Sachs. Definitely Keating. Yeah. And Alan Keating.
definitely Keating.
7 high. 7 high. Poker on the Spectrum. I mean, just think about the graphics for that. Did you guys see that show on Netflix? Love on the Spectrum? Fantastic. I mean, it's a little controversial, but it's a show about people who are autistic and trying to find love.
Right.
And they interview them like in a confessional type thing, and they're like, what does it mean to love somebody? And these are people who are severely autistic, and they're like, it means to be there for that person more than anybody else in the world, and to always be thinking about them even more than yourself. That's what love is. And you're just like crying, hysterical, like these definition of love.
Hysterical? What a sick human being are you?
Not crying hysterical. I mean, crying. I'm crying out of like my wife and I are watching, like crying like with joy, not hysterical like making fun of them, but like crying like hysterically crying over how perfect their definition of love is, and how sincere they are. And then they go on dates, and like in one of the dates, the person's like, I would like to be your friend, but I don't feel romantic with you. And the person goes, like, well, although this did not end in love, this ended in a friendship, and friendships are a great part of life as well. So this was worth doing, and I would very much enjoy it. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is the television we need.
Poker After Dark is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts and Auto Care Centers. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa Know-How. and by Cuervo Tradicional, made with 100% agave since 1795.
It's worked out for me in this lifetime. I try to just keep it simple. Simple. Put in a hard day's work and just kind of adds up over time.
It's Bill Gurley, not Bill Gump, Jason.
All you have to do is just put the work in and pray for the best, God willing. It'll work out.
Late aces for Keating.
Not going to get frisky in the last couple of hands. Disappointing for the
Laying
home
the
audience.
trap.
Sax is like, yeah, you know, we'll play again tomorrow or the next day or next week.
Sax is very frustrated because he is a no-limit master, and the fact that
he is, you know what?
He's a no-limit master. Like at PLO, he would be fine losing this amount.
He's the worst.
But
he is a no-limit master. He really is.
He mastered the game.
Saying it doesn't matter, but I'm saying Sax.
70 seconds to Phil.
No,
Phil's saying
this is
it
all
matters.
about Sax.
No, but you made like your commentary
you got the 70
matters.
seconds to Phil, but I will say the Sax is unbelievable at holding. People
I give.
They don't even know. So
you give Sax a compliment, and Phil somehow reverses it within 70 seconds to make it about him having a better compliment.
I just called that one hand, the 30,000. I'd be like, I'm dead. Right now.
Yeah, you'd be like.
I had mid-pair. That's all I had, but I was like.
You're like you knew you had.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. He's got you shaken. He's got you shaken. It's like a cold dealer where you just have to move on to another table.
If I called it, that would have been like a $80,000 swing.
Yeah.
He just got you a little shaken. He got you a little shaken.
And maybe your 10K loser or whatever.
Yeah. I should have just called it.
Oh, challenge.
I had a feeling.
Is this the last hand?
It wasn't even second pair.
Last hand. Okay, everybody.
That ace queen, I should have just bet the flop for it.
Okay.
Give him the re-raise.
Last hand. Here we go. Oh, we got a straddle on. A blind raise, sorry.
So the last hand is upon
straddle?
us. It's Keating's turn.
Or does he have to declare that?
Dispatch the king 5.
Chamath, you want that to be a sleeper straddle or a blind raise? Get through, it's the last hand. It means nothing. It's a blind raise. Okay, so it's on no matter what.
A raise gets more action.
Raise.
Because people know he can't re-raise. He can't.
Chamath's turn with the aces.
Call.
Oh my God, 600 more.
Blind raise means that he doesn't have an option.
You never know when you hit something. On the way out the door.
Not the last hand.
It is the last one.
All right. On the way out the door. Check.
Okay.
Jack 9-4
3,000.
might leave Sax in trouble here.
Call.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's over, boys.
3K ahead. Turn changes nothing.
92 by 1.
Wow.
7,000.
Feels like a big win for this game.
Pretty good win.
And if my ace king holds up, I'm up another 40.
Chamath bets again, this time 7,000.
Wow.
Queen on the river and Chamath barrels away 10,000.
Really tough decisions. All right.
Aces.
Wow, nice hand.
Last hand of the night, he had aces. Amazing.
Sax pays off.
Wow.
And
Right,
Chamath
so I'm in for 40.
gets a little rebate.
Yeah, let me just confirm. I'm sure you're right, though.
And then you owe me 92, so I
Due north in the last
will
hand.
give you back 30.
Still stuck on the session.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You owe me 92, so that's 31.
Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
Here, just.
Final tallies coming your way. Alan Keating, roller coaster session, lands on a 20K win. Same story for Chamath Palihapitiya, down $40,000. Phil Hellmuth up over 110 at one point, slides back to a 92K W, best on the session. David Sax down 116K, but it was worse at one point in time, over 150 in the hole. Bill Gurley up 43,000, playing nice and snug, and Jason Calacanis, miraculously, according to himself, gets even. Next time on Poker After Dark,
I had pre-flop remorse.
a new group storms the stage
feel like I've never seen you win all in. Take everything.
The Lin G. James Romero rivalry begins.
This is fantastic.
And Matt Berkey rides the roller coaster.
Thanks, Sam. I wouldn't have got any action.